warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arti Nanti, and I will present about the effect of using line webtoon to improve EFL students' reading comprehension. Problem and research gap. Reading is one of the important skills in learning English that must be mastered by the students. Reading being important because of many reasons. These are: reading can improve students' vocabulary, exercise the students' comprehension, lead the students to develop their language skill, and understand the meaning of written text. Number 2, in reading comprehension, the students sometimes get difficulties to comprehend the reading material, often find themselves confused and disinterested to get the meaning and receive the message from a paragraph in reading materials. Number 3, in Indonesia, people as English foreign learners face some difficulties in comprehending the text, especially for those who only use English in certain places, such as in school or in courses, need more effort to comprehend English reading text. Number 4, based on a Human Development Index, Indonesia is categorized as one of the poorest English mastery countries in Asia, although students in Indonesia categorized as lack of English literature. Actually, reading is highly supported by the Indonesia government by some policy. Number 5, some direct instruction strategy models do exist, but still others are easily modified to fit contemporary teaching purposes. But researchers and educators must continue to work in tandem to devise more reading comprehension strategies and teaching methods that sustain on reading comprehension. Number 6, in this modern era, especially for Indonesian students cannot be separated from their smartphone. In this case, the use of digital media will be maximized for teaching and learning. By Olive Octaviani and CRT 2017. So the author decided to use line webtoon to see the effect of students' reading comprehension. The next slide is participant. The participants in this research are 10th grade of Senior High School Islam Sudirman Ambarawa, Central Java, Indonesia in language class. The subject of research are ranged between 14 and 15 years old, and the number of students are 34 or in one class. The source of data is from written and oral tests. The next slide is problem statement. The problem statement that I searched from this research is: number 1, what are the effects of using line webtoon to improve EFL students' reading? And number 2, what are the differences before and after using line webtoon to improve EFL students' reading comprehension? The next slide is underlying theories. Number 1, reading is not an invariant skill, that there are different types of reading skill that corresponds to the many different purposes we have for reading, by Aloysius 2005. A reading activity can shape the students to become long-life learners since they keep refresh and add knowledge every time they do reading, by Pustika 2018. Besides, through reading activity, students can improve their language, experience, reading skill, and their minds, according to Ayu, Diem, and Fayanti 2017. Number 2, according to Gilakjani 2016, defined reading comprehension is the process of creating meaning from text which has a purpose to get an understanding of the text rather than to acquire meaning from individual words or sentences. The next is webtoon is a combination of website and cartoon forms. Initially, webtoon only appeared in Korea before becoming very popular in the world. According to Liu 2004, said that the comic strips can be used effectively to build reading skills, and it will help the students are easier to understand the text. English teachers can use webtoon or online comics, and comics can be used as a teaching material because it can make the teaching and learning process more effective, increase students' interest in learning, and generate their learning motivation. Teaching students reading comprehension with webtoon is more effective for them to learn English, and it can make the students more interested in reading. This statement was supported by Young in 2018 that he says comic can make students increase their interest in reading. It can help students to understand the material and create fun learning. The next is research method. This research using qualitative research for gaining the data and use questionnaire and interview. The steps that researchers use to gain a data are: number one, the researchers will give a pre-test regarding students' reading comprehension. Number two, the researchers applies webtoon to learning reading comprehension. Number three, the researchers conduct a written final test and conducted interview with several samples. Number four, the researchers will analyze the data and conclude whether the use of offline webtoon to improve reading comprehension has a good effect or not. Last but not least, this is the reference that I used to make my research. I think that's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.